let's learn how to create gorgeous marble textures to use for iPhone cases, laptop cases, and print-on-demand products in Photoshop in this super simple tutorial. So depending on what print service you're using, they should be supplying you with specific dimensions and specific mock-up artwork that you can download and open up instantly in Photoshop. It could be a PSD, it could be an SVG, it depends on the service. So I don't have that right now, I'm just going to quickly create my own. So let's create a new document. So for my example, I'm going to use an iPhone 14. So if we come to print, so let's set our color mode to CMYK, set our resolution to 300, and make sure our measurements are in inches. And I'm going to set a width of 2.82 and a height of 5.78 because that's the width and height in inches of a standard iPhone 14. Set my orientation to portrait and click create. Using my rulers, I'm going to click and drag out rulers and snap them to the edges of the document. And then let's go to image, canvas size, make sure I'm in inches. I'm now going to increase the canvas by the thickness of the iPhone. So an iPhone 14 is 0.31 inches in thickness. So obviously I've got two sides, so that's 0.31 times 2 plus 0.62, and do the same with the height, plus 0.31 plus 0.31, 0.62, and press OK. And now I have my width, height, and thickness of an iPhone 14. To guide me, I have a free iPhone mockup here, so I'm just going to open this in Illustrator. And once in Illustrator, let's use Selection Tool, just grab the mockup, drag it off the screen. So there we go, I'm happy with that. I'm going to use that as an overlay. So let's select it, right click, copy. Let's come back into Photoshop, Command or Control V to paste. Let's paste it as a smart object and click OK. And let's scale it down to fit the width and height of the iPhone. As you can see, this is pretty much spot on, and maybe it's slightly off, but I'm only using this as a guide, so it doesn't matter. Once I'm happy, click Enter, select off, and I can rename this layer Guide, and I can even lock it if I like. Now let's create our effect. So select the background and create a new layer on top. With layer 1 selected, go to Filter, Render Clouds, and Filter, Render Difference Clouds. Press Command or Control L to bring up our levels panel, and let's drag our middle level down to roughly around, let's say 4, there or thereabouts, and drag our right hand level down to around 100 and click OK. And now repeat this process 2 more times so that we get 3 different clouds layers. So I'm going to go ahead and do this quickly, and I'll be back with you shortly. Once all clouds layers have been completed, select the second layer and add a screen blend mode, and select the third layer and add a soft light blend mode. And you can increase or decrease the intensity of the pattern by playing around with the opacity. And if you're happy with the black and white marble effect, you're good to go, but you can also add some color to this. So select layer 3, come down to adjustment layers and select solid color. Let's just select a nice pink color, click OK. And again, using the blend modes, something like screen or color dodge, we can bring in those other tones of color into the effect. You can use Command or Control semicolon to toggle your guides on or off and see the completed effect. And you can also toggle your guide layer on or off. So with your effect complete, make sure you save the PSD file. So File, Save, on my computer, set a save location. So I'm going in my images folder. Let's call this marble effect.psd, save as a Photoshop file, and click Save. Press OK. And once it's time to upload this effect to the print-on-demand service to be printed, this is going to depend on the printer. So they might want a JPEG, they might want a PNG, so make sure you reference their guidelines when uploading artwork. Just remember to check off all guides and just upload the flat artwork as a specific file type. I'm only toggling this on or off just for reference. You don't need this in the final artwork. And there you have it, gorgeous marble textures created from a blank document that you can use on iPhone cases, laptop cases, apparel, and so much more. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, keep on designing, and I will see you for the next tutorial.